Hey guys, welcome back to Tiff Talks 22. So guys, this is gonna be your weekly moon card message. I would have posted these on Sunday, but listen, I had a weekend. Okay, I had a weekend. We just gonna celebrate the fact that I'm here today. All right. It was a pretty introspective weekend. Kind of sad, kind of depressed, and I kind of was a little reclusive for the 2 day period for sure. It was all dreary and crazy looking outside. So yeah, spent a lot of time in my head. And I couldn't even meditate. Okay, couldn't even meditate. Just leave me alone, everybody, kind of energy. Um, for the most part. But yeah, so we got out of that, and we are here today. We're gonna do your Moon card Oracle message, and I'm gonna use the Pocket Angel deck to see what advice the angels have for you guys when it comes to dealing with things this week. Guys, we have Chiron in retrograde, we have Uranus in retrograde, we have Mars in retrograde, we have Mercury in retrograde, and we have Jupiter in retrograde. Yeah, was that six? It's a lot of them, okay? Many of these retrogrades are going to be about how we communicate, our self-expression, how we process the things that we don't communicate, how it makes us feel. It's also about our response, how we respond to certain things, conflict response too. Um, our ambitious energy, our ambitious goals, our daily routines, looking at back at past decisions. Like there's a lot. It's so much. Like, y'all look at my board, it's so much. Like, yeah, that's a lot. If you can't tell, that whole board is covered. So I was gonna make a video about all of this, but like I said, just not super motivated over the past weekend. So yeah, just be on the lookout for posts. I'll probably do at least individual posts for each of the planets that are in retrograde, so you can check that information out. Yeah. Other than that, I hope these readings are helpful. Some of them are longer than the other because some I just read the card and kept it moving. But some I felt the need to clarify a card or two. So take that as it resonates for you. All right. Have an amazing week. Timestamps below. Aries, so this is pretty interesting. When I first shuffled y'all's cards, right? One card came out, and Spirit was like, yeah, but there's more, right? So I actually put that card back, and it came right back out just with additional messages. So I'm taking all three of those because I didn't want to do this as a pick a card reading. So I'm not going to do that, but you guys just take what resonates for you. And then from the Pocket Angel, we got three messages. So let's get into it. The first one for you guys says, is the frog. Okay. Usually when I see a frog, it is about like taking a leap of faith, jumping into something that you may have been either hesitant to do or feeling like fearful or, apprehensive for whatever reason. But the frog, this card says the path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. So yeah, the frog may have some significance, so pay attention to what it is you're thinking or doing if you happen to see one on social media somewhere in a video or even in person, right? Because you'd be surprised how frogs pop up, y'all. I'm like, this ain't even no frog area. Like, what the heck is this frog doing here, Spirit? So it's definitely happened to me. But once again, that card says the path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. The next card you guys have is the full moon. And I think, let's see, we actually have a full moon coming up, but it's next Sunday. But it says, take time to relax, recharge, and replenish your inner strength. That's the full moon in Gemini. If you are sensitive like me, you're going to be feeling that full moon energy probably about 3 days before it gets here. Yeah, you feel me. The last card is the moon in Sagittarius, which says to be prepared to be adaptable as plans you have laid may take an unexpected course. And that could very much align with the frog card energy or something else. So your Pocket Angel Oracle messages say all you need to do is believe. The next one says your selflessness is recognized. The last one says, do not put all your eggs in one basket. So, there's some type of expansion for Aries happening this week. Yeah, do not put all your eggs in one basket. If you don't know what that means, yeah, it's like maybe you are counting on a particular something or person or situation. Don't for 1 minute believe that that's your only option or the only possibility or the only thing you could do or the only person you could rely on. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Your selflessness is recognized. You guys may be putting yourselves out there for someone or doing something for someone and feeling unappreciated, but Spirit is saying they see it. They see it, most importantly. Also, the first card, all you need to do is believe. That may coincide with your frog message about, yeah, a path having been cleared for you to do something that previously was unachievable. Okay? Aries, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope this was helpful, guys. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, your moon card oracle message today comes from the moon in Cancer. You know, Cancer is all about family, home, feelings. Well, that's what they say, y'all. My experience is a little different from that, but that's my personal but the card says, spend time with family. They do have a nurturing side. I can't deny that. But it says, spend time with family or helping others. Avoid situations that can be a drain on your emotions. As soon as I saw this card, I was like, oh, that's a catch-22, because sometimes your family is your drain. Okay? I'm going to read it one more time. Spend time with family or helping others. Avoid situations that can be a drain on your emotions. And from the Pocket Angel deck, you guys have, in a few weeks, you also are being reminded to take it slow. And lastly, don't compare yourself to others. Okay? I'm going to leave that there. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Bye-bye. Gemini, your overall message from the Moon card oracle this week is the Moon in Pisces. This card says, beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. Guys, if you know there is something or someone, it could even be just scrolling social media. We have so much going on. I feel like that definitely didn't help me this weekend when I was already in my grief. And then I'm reading certain things and it was like, oh my gosh, I was in bed for 2 days this weekend. So it was very much so a chore for me to pull myself out of that energy. Not just me, of course, my 18, but pull myself out of that energy this morning and being able to get physical. It literally rained all weekend and everything. It was just a whole disaster. Anyway, of course, it's good to take a moment to slow down sometimes, but just beware if you find yourself engaging in things or they say indulging. So not even just engaging, but over engaging in things that cause like a depressed energy in you, right? Yeah. If this applies to you, you'll know exactly what that means, okay? Your Pocket Angel messages, the first one says you can rise above your competition, okay? The next one says to wait for more information with the butterfly on the card. The next one says your selflessness is recognized. And lastly, with the ladybug, look out for signs from your angels. Ladybugs are usually good luck. Like they are a symbol of good luck, money coming in, fortune, prosperity in some way. All right. Have an amazing week, Gemini. We're going to move on to Cancer. All righty, Cancer. Your moon message happens to be the moon in your sign, which says spend time with family or helping others. Avoid situations that can be a drain on your emotions. Somebody else got this message. Who was it? It might have been Taurus. I'm not sure. But somebody else got this message, and my first thought was, sometimes family is the drain, so be discerning in that regard. But that's also why it says family or helping others. Like, pick one. Your Pocket Angel message, you got quite a few. I was gonna stop at 3, but Spirit was like, no, there's more. The first card says you have the strength to get through any challenge. The next one says put yourself first. The next one, let it unfold. It is out of your control. Patience. The problems you're facing are temporary. Inspiration will come soon. And lastly, spend more time outdoors. Okay? Y'all, sometimes just being stuck in the house can really be the drain, the emotional drain, all right? So yeah, take some time to get outside if you can. Have an amazing week, Cancer. We're going to move on to Leo. Leo, your moon message for this week. The first one says, This is so interesting, guys, because I don't know if you guys saw the post. I think it was this weekend or like the end of last week. But we have 4 or 5 retrogrades going on right now. And the Mars is a planet of war, aggression, also ambition, right? And Mars being in retrograde will have you kind of rethinking your ambitious goals or just kind of reassessing your drive. And it's also going to have you focusing on like your conflict response. So yeah. When I saw these, I just felt like they aligned with what's happening because Mars is also retrograding in Leo, I believe, like the first half, and then the second half is moving to a different sign. But which is going to make it more of an emotional, like, yeah, time towards the latter half. Anyway, the first card says embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. Embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. Leo, this may be an energy that you guys will have to kind of fight against, right? Because, yeah, that's part of the retrograde energy. Like not feeling motivated and having to like really assess how badly do I want what it is that I'm saying I want, right? The next card is the Wolf, which says beware of letting your wilder instincts spin out of control. Again, Mars being the planet of war, aggression, conflict response, right? Do I clap back or do I just take a deep breath and let you make it, right? Anyway, it could be something connected to how we communicate because most of these retrogrades are that we're in right now. Or it could be something else. You guys know whatever it is that you deal with. But it says beware of letting your wilder instincts spin out of control. Okay? From the Pocket Angel Oracle deck, the first one says step out into the spotlight. That is so Leo. The next one says to stop worrying. That is also Leo, I do believe. Stop worrying. The next one, try again later. Spirit said this is going to apply to about 50% of you, not all of you. Try again later. And last but not least, it says don't let others stand in your way. Have an amazing week, Leo. We're going to move on to Virgo. Hey, Virgo. So you guys got 2 cards from the Moon card Oracle deck. The first one is the Moon in Gemini. We actually have a full moon. I think it's going to be in Gemini, and that is going to be next Sunday. But this particular card says stress may be an issue during this time. So your stress management is going to be super important for you guys this week. Yeah, so whether that means you need to delegate some things so that you are not overworked or overwhelmed, assign other tasks, or remove some things from your to-do list, or just take some time to pour into you, to take frequent breaks, do something to reduce your stress levels when it comes to moving through the week, okay? Because I'm saying it may be an issue because ultimately stress and how we manage it or deal with it has the potential to affect us physically. And we don't want that for you, for any of us, okay? The next card is the Moon in Libra, which says avoid making serious decisions and instead focus on creating harmony within your relationships. That balance energy we were just kind of talking about, right? Balance what it is that you need to get done with, Libra is balance energy. Balance what it is you need to get done with what your priorities should be, with your ability to de-stress, okay? But yeah, also balancing the need to prioritize yourself with the need to create harmony in your relationships as well. So yeah, you guys may have a kind of busy week, but avoid making serious decisions and instead focus on creating harmony within relationships, Virgo. And then from the Pocket Angel Oracle deck, you guys got in a few weeks, you got someone needs your help. You also, I feel like I just heard somebody say, yeah, as usual. You got work on positive affirmations. So take some time to talk sweet to you. You also have don't let others stand in your way. That could be stand in your way, like stopping you from doing what you need to do or distracting you from doing what you need to do. So be discerning in that. You also have try again later. And lastly, told y'all this, you need to rest. Okay? So yeah, mindful stress management this week, Virgo. I hope this was helpful, guys. Vibe high. Libra, I feel like Spirit wanted me to do a full reading for y'all, but I'm not going to do that on this video. I was like, hey now, jeez. If y'all want a personal reading, holla at your girl. DM me, please. Goodness. Because the spirit, I'm telling you, cards are scared. I'm like, really? Is that all? Nope, that's not all. But hey, we got to put a cutoff. From your moon card oracle message you guys have, now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. It is the waxing moon. Waxing means it's getting bigger, something is growing. So that could be y'all's courage, that could be y'all's faith, that could be y'all's ambitious energy. But now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. And then here you guys have to try again later. You have the strength to get through any challenge, guys. So I feel like this could be something that you are trying to make happen, that you've had come up against some type of obstacles or delays. Remember that we are in a million different retrogrades right now, specifically Mercury. So give it a little time. A delay is not a denial, always. Okay. The next one says, don't let others stand in your way. The next one says, you are ready. You're ready. The next one, someone has a message for you. Your next one, it is time to take the lead. So there's some type of initiative that needs to be happening on you guys' part. You also have, all you need to do is believe, and inspiration will come soon, Libra. That is your weekly message. I hope it's helpful. We're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio. So you guys, your overall message. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, Scorpio, I'm sorry. I did these cards first for y'all, right? And then the way one came out, I felt guided to kind of do some clarifying on this particular one card. But I had forgot that I hadn't shuffled those yet for y'all. So let's start there. Your moon card oracle message. The first one says, negative attitudes and fiery arguments are possible at this time. I'm going to tell y'all, because I haven't just made like a little video or a real post about the specifics of it. But Mars is in retrograde. And Mars is the planet of war and aggression. It is also about conflict response, and resolution, unprocessed anger when it's in retrograde, all the things, right? So be mindful of that. But this card, it says, channel your energies into positive physical activities like decorating or gardening. But put a pin in that. We're going to come back to it over here. And then you also have the hare, the totem, the animal totem, the hare, the rabbit, which says it is an auspicious time for new beginnings. Auspicious being, it's a good time for you to start something new that's going to go in your favor. And this is so interesting that I'm seeing this particular card too, because we're also in a Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde is all about expression, or communication rather. And we're in a Chiron retrograde, Chiron's retrograding in Aries. And Chiron is all about Chiron in retrograde, this one is all about self-expression. It's all about your sense of confidence. It's all about balancing the energy to do what you want to do with the energy of rebellion, right? Your ambitious goals versus bucking the system. So finding balance between the two. It's also about examining like your fear of conflict, what may keep you stuck, maybe certain family trauma, also the need to set boundaries, and how you respond to your triggers, which also that Mars energy is going to be about conflict response as well. So your message this week though is for you to speak your mind, Scorpio. So yeah, it feels like a karmic lesson there. You also have, do not put all your eggs in one basket. So yeah, don't feel like you have to rely on one person or one way or one, right? Something I used to tell my own mom is like, hey, that's the way you would do it, but there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? Like, yeah, you would do that way. You tend to live in a lot more fear than I do, right? Play things a little safer, etc. So yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Feeling like, okay, this is the end all be all, or this is the only way I gotta go, or I'm gonna invest everything here. Don't do that. The next card, guys, the one that, well, I'm gonna come back to that one. This next one says you are good enough and to put yourself first. This particular card, right, which says advice is coming through a friend. It came out, I want to say it was like the first card to come out actually, but it flipped in reverse like immediately. And I was like, is that supposed to be in reverse? Spirit was like, yes, it is. So it made me feel that you guys are getting advice from somebody who is not a friend, right? So I was like, let's clarify this card just to see what's what. And it feels like that. You guys could be dealing with that Emperor energy of father figure, someone who it has like a controlling type of energy, right? Someone who sees themselves perhaps as an authority in your life. They may want you to do things a certain way. I feel like you are this week needing to, one, weigh their advice with a grain of salt. Take your power back from this person or this situation. It is going to create some conflict because this person is used to you, to being able to control you and to not have you like breaking free or doing your own thing. So this is likely going to feel like some type of argument or tower of some sort. But it's going to be you stepping into your new truth or where you should be. Okay, so there's somebody that you are getting advice from who is not actually a friend. They don't have your best interest at heart. They are just trying to kind of keep you under thumb or to control you in a way where it works to their benefit to have you in a certain place or position, right? So that could be somebody telling you your ideas are dumb or it won't work that way or you are not enough or because you, yeah. And they're used to being in charge or in control. You could be dealing with someone who's cocky, who's stubborn, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, fire energy. Whatever the case, things may hit the fan with this energy this week, but don't hesitate to speak your mind. Know that you're good enough and it's okay to put yourself first. All right. Try to stay grounded, guys. I want to read that again because this card said negative attitudes and fiery arguments are possible at this time. Channel your energies into positive physical activities. So whatever it is you need to do, it says like decorating or gardening, getting outside, staying grounded, touching grass, meditating, all the things. Be very careful though of withdrawing your energy because part of the lesson and the goal is to have you to find and use your voice. All right. Whew, I got that out. Okay, we're gonna move on to Sagittarius. Alrighty, Sagittarius, your moon card message is the moon in Capricorn. You know, Capricorn is that working, go-getter energy. This card says to put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. So that's your message for the week. You guys may be focusing on money matters, whether that's earning money or managing your resources, whatever the case. Put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. From the Pocket Angel deck, you guys got inspiration will come soon. And then the next card says in a few weeks. So how soon? In a few weeks. And the next card is a resounding yes. If there was something you were needing to know if you should do or will it work or will it happen, the answer is likely a yes. You also got it's time to take the lead. You guys are being advised to create a vision board. So if that's something you've been thinking about, that is that's indeed your yes. And then lastly, you guys got that someone needs your help. Someone needs your help. So yeah, Sagittarius, that's all we have. We're going to move on to Capricorn. Have a great week. Capricorn, I swear, it's so funny. The way y'all's cards is coming out, like, see, if they come out like that and I put it back, I swear it was like something said, psh, like, nope, take that one out. And it was no hand, of course, it wasn't my hand, but it's just the way the cards would come back out. So funny, which makes the fact that I see the card that I see as your first moon oracle card, because I did these first, is pretty funny. You guys have the cat as an animal totem. So pay attention to the cats that you see this week. Let me tell you this first. The card says to make time to focus on your own spiritual well-being and to connect to the metaphysical world around you. Guys, different color cats mean different color things, right? The black cat can definitely be associated with mysticism oftentimes, or some type of spiritual messenger or spiritual connection, right? Usually, oftentimes too, some type of shadow work, right? So usually when I see them, I know either something's coming up or that day that's going to be like connected to some type of healing or shadow work type of breakthrough, or something mystical like clairaudient energy or clairvoyant energy, be able to see something, or you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so bolo on that. Make time to focus on your own spiritual well-being and connect to the metaphysical world around you. And the next card, guys, says to beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies. Listen, so if you already sad and all you want to do is like sit around and drink, know that you are indulging in depressive tendencies, right? Because alcohol is a depressant and you already sad and not feeling well. And of course, we are kind of taught or conditioned or programmed in our society to like drink our cares away. Be very careful of that type of thing. I don't know if drinking is the issue or not. You know what it is that you do when you're feeling a certain type of way. Spirit is saying just beware of that energy, all right? Beware of indulging in negative or depressive tendencies this week. The first card out for you guys from the Pocket Angel deck was no. Okay. And the next one says in a few months. All right. So I don't know if you guys wanted to know something or you're wondering if now was the time. It is not. Or you could be wanting to know if someone else was going to do something. They are likely not. But it may come about in a few months. The next card out for you says that it's time to get creative. You also got that it is time to speak your mind, which aligns in whose message was that? Might have been Scorpio's message. So go back and check that out where I talked to them about the retrogrades that we are in and the need to self-express. You also have let it unfold. It is out of your control. You also have that a solution is on the way. Someone has a message for you. And lastly, stop worrying. Okay. And I just saw 2828 on the clock. That could be significant. I hope this is helpful. Have an amazing week, Capricorn. We're going to move on to Aquarius. Aquarius. I'm going to start with this card because I just did all this clarifying on this particular one. This first card says your selflessness is recognized, but it was in reverse, which is what made me clarify it. So here's the thing, Aquarius, this week, there may be something that you guys either do or you have contemplated doing, but it's like, I'm not going to do it if people don't hear about me doing it, or if I don't get some type of reward or award for doing it. Yeah, so you may like think twice about whatever that is. Like, yeah, no, if either I'm gonna be taken for granted, which I don't feel like that's the case, but it's like if I'm not gonna get no spotlight, I don't want to do it. Spirit not only says that God always recognizes what you do in service to others, right? God always sees that. So when you think nobody's watching or people don't see, the Most High, God, source, your angel guides, spirit guides, team, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is all seeing. Okay. That said, check your motive or your motivation for doing what it is that you do. What is the ulterior motive? Is it something that you want to do because you want to help or you want to be of service, or are you doing it so that other people can clap or applaud for you? All right. Point blank, period. Okay. That was a little that was a little disappointing because I was like, okay, so they are going to get a reward. It's like, no, but that was the message. Anyway, so here, guys, this week from the moon card message, you guys have the half to full moon, which says embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. And then lastly, you got the moon in Sagittarius, which says be prepared to be adaptable, as plans you have laid may take an unexpected course. All right. Your pocket angel messages says wait for more information. Something better is on the way. Look out for signs from your angels with the ladybug there. Ladybugs are usually a sign of prosperity, abundance, good luck, etc., etc. And here is the butterfly. You know, butterflies are all about change, transition, transformation. Yeah, I think that's orange. So that would be connected to the sacral chakra. Next, you guys have you met someone very important on your path. So, yeah, very interesting. Look how secluded that little path appears to be. So pay attention to either the new people that you meet or the people that you felt like it was such a randomly attached connection. There's purpose in it, likely. Next, you have don't compare yourself to others. You also have work on positive affirmations. You also have that you are on someone's mind. And lastly, figure out what you really want before moving forward. Despite all of these messages, I feel like this is the most important. Check your motive, right? What is your intention behind? Like, what's the reason or the purpose behind the gesture or the act or the activity? All right, I hope this was helpful, guys. We're going to move on. Have an amazing week. To Pisces. All righty, Pisces. You guys got two cards as well from the moon card oracle deck. And the first one is the moon in Virgo. It says issues surrounding health and exercise may come to the forefront. Focus on your physical well-being. Yeah, so guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's just 4. I wrote so much. It might be 5. Retrogrades happening at this time. And one of them is definitely about your routine, your daily routine. Not necessarily your health, right, or your physical health, but like your fitness is going to be connected to your daily routine. So that could be connected to the retrograde that we're in, or this could just be you guys' advice for the week to focus on your physical well-being. You also have this particular card, the dark moon. Honeys, the moon is all about our emotional energy, and then for it to be dark, this particular card says spend some time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. Guys, pay close attention to, I would say, your mental health, whether that be depression, anxiety, sadness, all the things that, and also those things may be something that is ultimately affecting your physical well-being as well. So take good care of you guys this week for sure. Listen, first card out. Ask someone for help. So guys, if you know you are struggling, don't be afraid to ask for help. I remember, it's been about 20 years now actually, but I remember, I think I was postpartum too, but I was going through some stuff and I was like, listen, I got to go see somebody about something because what the heck's happened. This was after I was already like suicidal, right? And I was like sent back home and treated, so to speak. But then I was like, no, something's still wrong. And I remember my friend telling me, shoot, I'm just glad you had the clarity of mind to say, no, I need more help, right? So you guys are being advised to ask someone for help, all right? The next card that out says you have the strength to get through any challenge. You guys are stronger than you know. You also have that inspiration will soon come. Look at this. Goosey's going nuts. Inspiration will soon come. Then this card says very soon. Very soon. Okay. You also have that you need to rest. So whether that's a stress day, stress week, or a mental health break, or mental health day, whatever the case, take care of you. You guys also have in a few weeks, and positive thinking can change the outcome. All right. So yeah, it feels like you guys have a pretty introspective week, kind of like my weekend was, I swear. But the energy of this feels a little heavier, guys, so don't be afraid to take a break. Still, mind over matter, I'm gonna say have an amazing week. All right, I hope this helps. Bye-bye.